is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Back in Norman, you can feel the excitement building for this Oklahoma Sooner football season. A bounce-back year for Brent Venables, 10-3 in the college football playoff, and I can tell you, the Gaylord Family Stadium was one of the most electric I've been at in that playoff run. Can the Sooners rebuild and reload for this season and keep that consistency going with another college football playoff appearance? Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Robinson. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Fires and picked off.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Still looking on the move. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. It just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here's Robinson. And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Keeps it on 1st down. Gain of about 4 sets. Stadium in Eugene. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be fun.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Give running right, it's Robinson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go right back to the run. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown Sooners! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's caught. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing more on the move to his left. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Going for the big play. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dante Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the top. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Pulls it, fired, complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here's a hit. Punch it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a little room there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Moore to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Johnson. Just keeps moving. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, trying to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bowen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air. It's Mateer. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Davison. just threw behind his pad. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throwing more. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Ducks send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right?
Makes a grab deep. All by himself down the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dante Moore. Floating away. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
To the air, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. At the 45, on his way. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Robinson. Knocked down for the tackle.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
28, Oklahoma, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Moore to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Robinson again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Moore. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Booster. Right. Slide.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Gets it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Man, it's nice to cash in opportunities like that, moving it 15 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! The Ducks with the answer. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line. Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going downfield for the big play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Looking for more room. Pass to 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the 4th quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. And he's thrown another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Snags it and he's open. The 40. The 20. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Oklahoma, 25.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. To the air, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down. So
ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with more than that.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make.